Alright, back out in the garage. 1950 ZA project. I thought I was done. I forgot one little thing. The radiator cap doesn't have a gasket. We've got a new piece of gasket material. I'm going to go ahead and I'll put this on the tripod and do kind of a little how-to of how to make gaskets out of like this blank gasket material. And another little project, I think. I got the hood on it. That's not the hood for the ZA, that's the hood for the ZB, because I used the manifold off the ZB and I had that straight pipe. And I have to measure it. I think it's like 2-inch pipe, and the stock hole down there is not 2 inches. This is the hood off of that tractor, and that hole won't fit over that pipe. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and I don't want to cut that hole open anymore. I suppose I could. The hood's not great, but at this point I think quicker and easier than maybe getting the die grinder out and opening that hole up. I think what I'm going to do is take this hood back off, take that pipe out, take it to my local muffler shop and have them bend me up one that's like one size smaller diameter, and then flare the end to fit over the manifold is my plan. Got my air tanks sitting here in the way because next big project, I'll go here past Minnie, past the old duck odor. Yeah, I drug the old gooseneck out of storage. It's been sitting. The plates expired in 2019, so it's been sitting for a few years. Or the plate that's on it expired in 19. I don't know if we've kept it up to date or not, because I just really hadn't been doing any tractoring where I needed room to haul, 2, 3, 4 tractors. I can get them all on the bumper trailer that we bought. So yeah, since I wasn't hauling much, in fact I just had tractors, like big long-term projects in the garage, so I wasn't hauling anything, so it just sat. So I drug it out, and back tires on both rear axles flat, so I gotta get those aired up. I didn't have any turn signals when I drug it home, so I've got to address that. No brakes. There's 27 foot of flatbed, 3 foot of dovetail, 3 axles, and no, they're not mobile home axles. Those are like an 8,000 pound old school 1970s vintage Dexter axle with these oddball like 3x12 brakes on it, but they're vacuum over hydraulic. You can probably, I don't know if you can see the little hose hanging down. That's my vacuum line. There's no control valve. They're on or off. There's a electric solenoid up underneath the front of the trailer with vacuum going to both sides of a brake booster and a cylinder, like a master cylinder. When you hit the brakes, it pops that solenoid and vents the backside of the booster to atmospheric pressure. So between the vacuum pulling on the front and the atmospheric pressure pushing on the back, it shoves the piston in the cylinder, which pressurizes the system. Back when I was using the gas, the old GMC with the 454 gas motor, and just using manifold vacuum, fully loaded with 3 old tractors, I could lock up all 6 wheels. Yeah, so that's the next project. But let's get back in there to, you know, this, because yeah. So anyway, I don't know if I can. I'll get the tripod. But I don't know if the tripod is going to work, because you might not be able to see how this is going to work, because it's not tall enough. Anyway, I'll just explain it. So the basic theory is you cut your piece of gasket, you lay it over your casting, you know, whatever you're trying to seal up, and then you take a hammer and you just tap along the edges, and you use the sharp edge of what you're trying to seal as like a cutting edge, and if you go at it long enough, you can actually cut all the way through the gasket. My plan with this is I'm going to use this, watch what you're filming, dummy. I'm going to use this inside surface to cut that, and then once I get the hole in that, then I'll be able to put that down through, put it in the vise, and then use the outside edge of the radiator cap to make the gasket, so we can get that gasket on there. Because right now, yeah, she's not sealing up nothing. So I'm gonna, you know, I think I'm just gonna turn you off, and really wish I knew how to edit videos. I'm gonna turn you off, get my hammer, pecker around on that a little bit, get that hole cut out, and I'll probably just go ahead and finish the gasket, and then I'll bring you back later. Yeah, we'll be back. Yeah, I'll be back.